Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be giving you my opinions on David Arquette and his documentary, You Cannot Kill David Arquette, as he makes his foray back into the world of professional wrestling. Now, monkeys, roll that footage.
All right. Okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tula?
All right, here we are on GameSpot.com talking about David Arquette today. He has something to prove to wrestling fans, and the trailer for his new documentary, You Cannot Kill David Arquette, will be available on demand August 28th. I'm Tepelkuian, right here, the place to be, reviews. I am a former professional wrestler, 10-year veteran of the wrestling industry, and I can say with, well, absolute certainty, unequivocally, that David Arquette had no place in the wrestling business in 2000, and does he have a place in the wrestling business now? No, he doesn't. Now, this, I understand you think you have something to prove because you got put into a bad position, which made you the most hated man in professional wrestling in the year 2000, 20 years ago, okay? Now, Arquette was in a great movie called Ready to Rumble. I say great because I was a huge WCW wrestling fan, and WCW is the title that he held, the World Heavyweight Championship, the famous big gold belt that so many greats, Ric Flair, Sting, Hulk Hogan, or Hollywood Hogan as I prefer to call him from the NWO days, Bill Goldberg, and many, many, many men before him held. Now, to see it go to David Arquette is a slap in the face to anybody who's ever laced up the boots and stepped between those ropes. And it's the same for any Hollywood celebrity who steps in the ropes untrained and just gets to go out there and shine and go over on workers who are trained. It's kind of akin, for me anyway, to seeing Tessa Blanchard crowned the Impact World Heavyweight Champion. You don't deserve it. You got into the business through your nepotism. You have no place in the ring with a man that weighs 270 pounds, let alone having him put your stupid Canadian Destroyer pile driver over that I didn't find believable when Petey Williams did it, or still does it. I don't know, don't care. David Arquette has no place in the wrestling business. I'm sorry, he doesn't. For him to be anything outside of an independent worker was a joke then, and it's a joke now. And he's working with these guys, and he's back working with DDP. Of course, use your celebrity connections, and he had a heart attack in the ring during a match. He works these hardcore matches, which to me are just saying, I can't really work, so I'm just going to do hardcore. It's frustrating for as much time as I put in to see this. So let's jump into this article before this video turns into a half-hour-long diatribe of me just ranting. In the year 2000, actor David Arquette joined WCW after filming the wrestling movie Ready to Rumble. During his stint with the company, he won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, which displeased some wrestling fans. Displeased is putting it very mildly. Now there's a documentary following the actor as he returns to professional wrestling, trying to redeem himself in the eyes of fans. You Cannot Kill David Arquette is a documentary from directors David Darg and Price James. You can check out a new trailer for the upcoming film below, which sees Arquette taking quite a beating in the ring. We'll watch that trailer here in a minute. The 48-year-old actor is training hard in the video with DDP, who has given the former wrestlers like Scott Hall and Jake Roberts a new lease on life with his training regimen. Arquette doesn't want to seem like a joke to the fans of professional wrestling and is doing what he can to get redemption. He hasn't been seen on a televised weekly show since 2010, when he teamed with Alex Riley on Raw to take on Randy Orton. In 2018, Arquette made his return to wrestling on the Wendy Williams Show and has been in the independent scene ever since, even appearing on an episode of Being the Elite. All right, so let's check out this trailer. I'm going to turn the volume down here. So this is just going into David Arquette as he worked Ken Anderson, Mr. Anderson, at Legends of Wrestling, which is a huge independent show they have, which features talent past, present, and in the ring matches. They have a big fan event. It's very fan interactive. So this is just kind of a joke to me. I don't know. Do I take it seriously? I honor the commitment he has to getting back in shape and trying to redeem himself, but I mean, it already cost you your acting career. Don't let it cost you your life. life because you had a heart attack in the ring once. What would possess you to get back in? Oh, that's right. The fact that professional wrestling is the cruelest mistress one will ever have. You cannot walk away from this business. You can't walk away, trust me. There's not a day that goes by that something doesn't kind of make me think of when I was in the ring, when I was in the business, when I was working, and want to go back every day. But will I know? Can I know? Should David Arquette? No, he should not. This is kind of I don't know. It's almost like him trying. Like I said, it's that whole redemption arc that really nobody cares about except for him. I mean, does David Arquette have some fans? Absolutely. Does he belong in the wrestling business? No, he just doesn't. To me, it's just it's sad. It's sad. The wrestling business is sad because the movie The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, I believe Darren Aronofsky directed that. It drew a parallel between stripping and wrestling, which, you know, there is a parallel if you really think about it, because your body is your brand, and once your body's shot, your brand is dead. And that's the way it gets with old strippers, and old wrestlers are the same way. David Arquette's 48 years old. Do I recommend this? Not a snowball's chance in hell. He needs to just realize that, hey, you know what? It was a mistake, and you gotta some mistakes you can't right. You can't right all the wrongs, and this is one of them that probably shouldn't be. While most movie theaters are currently closed because of the pandemic, You Cannot Kill David Arquette will be appearing in drive-in theaters on August 21st. If you don't have a drive-in near you, don't worry, because the movie will be available on digital platforms August 28th. As for acting again, it was announced that he'll be reprising his role of Dewey Riley in Scream 5, which does not have a set release date yet. Arquette will be joining plenty of the original cast, including Courtney Cox, whom the actor was married to until 2013. So what do you guys think of this nonsense? Do you think he should do this? I really don't. I'm not a big fan of this whole scenario. Like I said, the movie Ready to Rumble was awesome because it was a movie. It was every fan's dream to become, you know, all of a sudden you're thrust into the world of professional wrestling. You're a star. You know, you got the Nitro girls. And it was every kid's fantasy back. If you wanted to get into the wrestling business, you got into the wrestling business. You know, you don't use acting as a backdoor to get into wrestling, which people have. It's, you know, to varying degrees of success, but whatever. I am not a fan of this. Will I watch the movie? Probably. Will it change my opinion on David Arquette? No, because I don't think he has any place in the ring. I don't. I'm sorry. You're not a worker. You're an actor. I don't care what you've done. I don't care. You've been given every advantage, and you couldn't get over. So, because nobody wanted to see you with a title. If he would have just come in and worked a match, it would have been different. But he had to come in and win a title, and, you know, that's what really turned the fans off. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you going to check this movie out? You Cannot Kill David Arquette. Are you going to watch it? I will. I'll probably review it for the channel just to let you guys know. So with that being said, do all the YouTube things, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me if you agree, disagree, if I'm full of it. I don't care. Leave your comments down there. I'm Itepokuni, the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous, and if I don't see you, which I will tonight at 8:30 Eastern for the Place to Be Reviews podcast, Monday night going in Raw, have a great day, and as always, a pleasant tomorrow.